Sandy Villere, one stock you like at the Villere Balanced Fund is Financial Engines. This stock is down 20% so far year to date. They provide technology-based retirement solutions for companies. So what's holding it back so far this year?
So these guys make a fee on assets under management. So when the market's pretty turbulent, these guys get paid less. But if you go back to 2008, when the market basket that they sort of have control over was down about 25%, they only lost 4% of their assets under management because remember, these are 401k participants that are putting in this money every single month. They just bought the mutual fund store. They were prior the largest registered investment advisor in the country. Now that they bought the 8th largest registered investment advisor in the country. So they bought it from Warburg Pincus. Warburg is going to stay on. They took stock rather than cash, which is really a sign of confidence to me. And now they're going to own 13% of the whole. I like Financial Engines a lot.
All right. You also like Taser. Now, they had a very strong fourth quarter, especially because people are looking at their body cams, their video services. Stocks up over 10% so far this year. What's going to take it higher? It's getting a little bit pricey here.
Yeah, no, it is. Now, you got Taser, really, the non-lethal weapons has been the cash cow for this company for the last decade. But the body cameras are kind of where the future of this company are. If you look at the past, if you look at the top 50 police departments, they've issued basically contracts for body cameras, about 24 to vendors so far. Taser has won 22 of those, so they're really winning a lot of these body cameras. The body camera itself is a bit of a commodity, but when you download it on their evidence.com website, it becomes a SaaS company, software as a service, where they're making a monthly recurring revenue stream on downloading and archiving that data. So it's the story is in the archiving and the future revenue stream of the company. All
right, let's stay in software. You also like 2U Inc. Now they're in the education software business. They're off to a little bit of a slow start this year, down around 17% so far year to date. What turns it around for 2U?
So these are they're basically partnered with major universities around the country. So this is Yale, Georgetown, UNC, University of North Carolina, University of Southern California, these types of things. So they've got these major partners that basically, when you get your degree, if you will, from UNC Business School on campus or through 2U online, it's the exact same degree. You're paying the exact same tuition. So 2U is going to take about 60% of that tuition. The university gets about 40%. So there's a long roadway ahead as these guys have 26 programs in place right now. And when I say program, I mean Georgetown School of Nursing or UNC Business School, that type of thing. 26 now, 6 more this year, 9 more the following year. You can just see how this thing's going to take off and do well over the long term.
All right, and then finally, LKQ. They're in the auto parts replacement business. It's essentially flat this year, up a little bit. Tell me about this company and why you think it's a good buy here.
So LKQ stands for like in kind and quality. They're basically supplying refurbished and recycled auto parts to the automotive industry. So it's or basically to body shops and those that are repairing your car. There's 2 trends that are working out well for them right now. Low gas prices equals more miles driven equals more accidents, which is going to be better for LKQ. So we like that a lot. Also, low interest rates. So you've got, let's just take State Farm, a big insurance company that's sitting on oodles of cash, and they can't get a good return on that with a low interest rate environment. So they're pretty cognizant when somebody goes in with a wrecked car to make sure they put a part in place that's going to be exactly the same, but about 50% of the cost of a new or OEM part. So I think that this one's also got a long runway ahead of it and should do really well.
It's got a long highway ahead of it, right? We're talking about cars here.
Well said.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Sandy.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching The Street.